like no one answered. Thank you.
But we were talking to Nick about your shooting. It's vastly improved over last year, and we're wondering whether it's the number of shots you got up in the summer. He said you changed a little bit of technique. And how has it evolved in your mind?
Definitely, just going through the summer, going through all the reps I had and live games, playing for FIBA and playing for Team Canada and summer league and stuff like that. Just going through the training with the Raptors development team and just trusting in the process and the tweaks and things they want to make to my shot, like just trying to get it off faster, game-like shots and stuff like that. But it's definitely a lot of reps, putting in a lot of reps, trying to master your craft and doing what you can off, on your own time, working out to try and produce during the game. So
you feel more? He said you look more confident taking it. Do you feel more confident when you let it go this year than last, maybe?
Yeah, definitely feel more confident. Like I was saying, just trusting in the work that you put in. They always tell me that, and they're always there for me. Keep feeding me open shots, whether miss or make. So I'm just glad I have the teammates that I have that keep putting the ball in my hands when I'm open to shoot it.
Did you feel it was kind of like a gradual progression in your game, or did something special tonight just click in your head?
I definitely feel like it was a gradual progression. Just every night, just trusting in the work, whether I make or miss it. I still believe in my shot. So I wouldn't just say it was tonight, but yeah, definitely. It's good to see your shot go in, and it's good to try and carry it over to next game and stuff like that. But it's just continuing to put in the work and put up the reps.
Nick was also telling us he wants to see you creating for others as well. So how do you balance with the shot going down, also trying to create as well, mixing it up?
Just knowing that we have a lot of talented guys out there tonight with OG, Scotty, Otto, Thad, and just trying to get those guys involved as much as they can, just with the amount of reps that they get night in, night out, and so just trying to get them into their spots. Me and Coach Nurse talked about that, just trying to coming up the court and create rather than looking for my own shot, and trying to just continue to do that, kind of trying to balance it out and figure that out myself as we get more games and I get more reps. But just definitely trying to get guys involved, knowing that we have a lot of talented guys, and a lot of guys are also out too. So roles change when guys come back. So definitely trying to get guys the ball in the right spots so that they can take the shots that they need to take, and we can help us win the game.
Does that ever factor in your mind? There's the added pressure or weight, knowing that you have a bigger role in this game.
Just knowing that, the coaches trust me enough to put me in there in the starting lineup tonight. And, just the guys trust me. They see the work that I put in, and I see the work that they put in. So, just, whenever you get an opportunity, like Coach Nurse says, you just got to make the most of it. And, I feel like just trying to continue to carry that over night in, night out, every game. So definitely trying to just continue to do that. But, I'm grateful for the opportunity, and that they trust me to put me in there.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Dalano.
Had him off the ball a bunch as well, right? So I think we've talked about that before. I mean, he is kind of naturally a point guard, but when we got other lineups in there, I like having him off the ball so he's not under so much duress to make plays all the time, right? I think sprinkling him on and off the ball helps him, set some people up, and then obviously, he's shooting the ball very well this year. He's like when he's catching and faced up, you're expecting him to make them now, which is a huge step forward for him. But yeah, he obviously had a great game.
Did you work on technique with him on a shot this summer, or is it just taking 1,000 a day? How did he?
Yeah,
I mean,
we've worked with some technique and mechanics things with him to move it, a little bit more where we think he can shoot the ball a little straighter and things like that. But that's a small part of it. But then the work has to come after that. So I just like the confidence he's shooting them with. That's part of it too, to understand that you can make them and take them in NBA games.
You got a few minutes out of Jeff Dalano. You got a big block shot there on that second last possession. Why did you use him, or what did you think he brought to you? Yeah,
I mean, that was exactly why we used him. The stretches of the game, thought he was really tough to go against defense. I think he was really, moving his feet, keeping the ball in front of him, and just kind of thought they were really kind of singling out some guards and playing, and we were having a hard time keeping them out of the paint, and just rolled the dice there a little bit, but thought he was the best defender for the situation, and fortunately he made a great play.
When you see performances like Dalano's and some standout guys tonight, how does that build trust for when the starting lineup or the roster in general gets healthy again?
Well, it certainly does, right? I think everybody contributed tonight, in some way that played, and that's what it takes, when you're thin and playing different guys. Everybody's got to do something. I thought Thad was great tonight, right? He takes 4 shots and what does he have? 6 points, but he was great all over the floor. Wancho, I thought, was cutting and moving the ball. Obviously, OG was very good as well. Scored some big time tough buckets. Chris was on fire, right, to start the half. That gave us a big lift. So it was good to see everybody. Christian and Kim even did their bits here and there, putting them in and blocking some shots and things like that.
What were you thinking when they kind of wouldn't go away, especially after the Indy?
Yeah, I didn't think like we were ever going to be in a situation where they would go away. I just think they got too much scoring out there, and they got Burks and Ivy and Bogdanovich, and then you got Bay out there shooting, and it's just going to be hard to constantly stop them like that. But I thought we talked about the Indiana game, and that we again mentioned it in pregame. We played really well for a stretch, and we talked about at halftime that we needed to we're playing well. We need to do it again for 24 more minutes. And I just thought probably the difference was we just had more gas in the tank tonight than we did the other night. We were just better getting back. We were better fighting on defense, all that kind of stuff.
OG's knack on defense for reading the play and anticipating the pass and getting in the lane or cutting it off, stopping it. Is that from film work or from technique? How does he do it?
It's probably just instinct. He's just got really good instinct, and he's got a kind of an explosive move when he does it, right? He really gets out there quick and on balance, and he's just making an instinctual read there. And you're right. I think he got his hands on a bunch of stuff tonight. I just said that I thought we knocked the ball away a ton. We didn't recover a lot of them. We had we had the ball squirting around on the floor a lot. We didn't get some of them back. If we can ever start getting some of those, I know we did turn them over 18 times in the first 3 quarters. And hardly any in the fourth, but they did kind of go to an isolation game where they weren't really passing the ball, so they were cutting down on their turnovers by doing that too.
Having a guy like OG out there with that skill, what does it allow you to do defensive schematically, I guess? Yeah,
well, what we did tonight a little bit is we ended up putting him on their center, right? So they were playing mid-pick and roll, and it enables him to switch out, and then he's on the best scorer. Right, so it enables us to shift him around a little bit and put him on the primary scorer if the game calls for it.
Scotty hasn't looked like himself the last little bit. Is it him battling something, or not being assertive enough, or a combo, or something different?
I think he's okay physically. I think he's got some, normal NBA grind, lots of games, bumps and bruises. He probably doesn't feel perfect out there. But I agree with you. I think he's again, I said, that his biggest challenge going in the year was to have the enthusiasm that he had last year. Right, every game he was a kid in a candy store, right? And that's part of. Now you've got some attention, you get some focal, you get some tough defenders, you get knocked around a little bit. But we'll keep working at him. I thought he played pretty big defensively late in the game.
Anything up on Otto?
Yeah, foot problem. I think he had toe got stepped on and hurt pretty bad. He was struggling most of the game. It happened pretty early, and you could tell he was laboring a little bit. And then that was it at the half.
You got a big game ahead against the Heat. I know you got to probably take in this one, but how do you approach that game, knowing that rosters, with Otto especially now? Add him to the list.
Well, yeah, let's hope we got enough guys to play it, all right? We'll see. Hopefully some guys will get back, or, 1 or 2 will get back, make a big difference. But, again, at least, like I said before, these guys have played a couple games together now. You can see a little chemistry building now that they know, and we got a few things we can run with these guys. It's not easy. A lot of the playbook goes in the rubbish bin because guys are in so many different positions, right? So, you know, we did a bunch of stuff tonight we haven't really done before, and just kind of doing it on the fly a lot. But they did a good job. You know, they did a good job. They manned zone. We struggled the first couple possessions against the zone, then we got ourselves settled and got a couple good dunks against it. So they did a good job of really working to execute. So we'll just roll these guys out there again if we have to.
Thanks, everyone.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Yep.